Yo guys, what's going on? It's Duel Unlocked, and we just got brand new mini box leaks. So first off, this is a disclaimer. The card details below are from a news source outlet, meaning confidence in the accuracy is lower than normal. While we've previously been able to get accurate box leaks from the same source in the past, the information remains unverified and should be taken with a grain of salt until official announcement confirmed through it. It is by Playmaker EY, content manager, so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look and see what has been leaked. So, we got Millennium Golem. I don't think anyone cares about that. Ancient Gear Commander. Alright, what does Ancient Gear Commander do? You can send one Ancient Gear Golem from your hand, deck, or face of the monster zone. Immediately after the specter resolves, normal summon one Ancient Gear monster. Okay, to the grave. If you normal special summon Ancient Gear Golem, you can special summon Ancient Gear Golem from your hand or graveyard, ignoring summoning conditions. You can banish this card from your graveyard, place one Ancient Gear Continuous Trap from your hand face up on the field. Seems pretty insane. We got Ancient Gear Dark Golem. This card's name becomes Ancient Gear Golem while on the field or in the grave. This card's normal special summon. You can activate, so you can use this card to send this card to grave. Or maybe not, because it has to be probably specifically. Yeah, it's not in the deck, so you can't do it. I wish you could. If this card is normal special summon, you can activate this card. You cannot set cards for the rest of the turn. Also, add up to 2 Ancient Gear cards and/or Gear Town for your deck to your hand, except Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Then discard a card. All right, so it's like a even trade basically. Add to actually no, it's a +1, right? When you summon it. All right, cool. We got Ancient Gear Dragon cannot be special summoned. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Earth Machine, you can normal special summon this card without. You can normal summon this card without attributing. When your opponent activates a spell or trap or effect, put the effect to send one to your grave, one machine monster for your hand or face up field, or one Ancient Gear Golem for your deck. Negate that effect. Pretty cool. We got Ancient Gear Statue. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Ancient Gears once per turn this way. Ancient Gear Tanker. It's card normal summon, you can special summon. Alright, Ancient Gear is looking like a lot of support. So the deck's gonna be pretty interesting to see what they can do with it. You can target one face-up card, you control destroy it, and give it the rest of the turn all monsters you control that are Ancient Gear Golem. So this could destroy like Gear Town or something like that. We have Exosisters. There's 4 Exosisters. We got Exosister Ellis, Exosister Irene, Exosister Sophia, and Exosister Stella, as well as Exosister Starfield, Gibbard, Capital, and Capital here. So these are some crazy cards, if I believe. If you control an Exosister also, you can special summon this card. You gain 800 life points. If your opponent moves a card out of his graveyard, you can special summon this card for you. You can special summon from your extra deck one Exosister Xyz using this face-up card as material. Treat it as an Xyz summon. You can place one Exosister card from your hand on the bottom of the deck, draw a card. If you control Exosister Sophia, gain 800 life points. Same thing if your opponent moves a card out of their graveyard, except during the damage step, special summon one extra deck Exosister Xyz. Alright. If your opponent, same thing, it seems like they all have that effect. If you control another Exosister monster, you can draw a card. And then if you control Exosister Irene, you gain 800 life points. Okay. During the main phase, you can special summon one Exosister monster for your hand, then if you control Exosister Ellis, you can gain 800 life points. Alright. We got Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. Once per turn, if a face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one card in your Pendulum zone, and if you do, place one face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster in your extra deck, in your Pendulum zone, except Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. During either player's turn while Odd Eyes card is in your Pendulum zone, you can target one Odd Eyes monster you control the first time will not be destroyed by battle or effect. It is not destroyed. Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Once per turn during the end phase of your opponent, activated a card that targeted one Odd Eyes Pendulum monster you control, no other cards. While this card is in your Pendulum zone, special summon this card. If you do, place one face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster for your extra deck into the Pendulum zone, except Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. The monster effect is once per turn, quick effect. You can target one monster on the field that's special summoned from the extra deck, and it has its effects negated. So it's level 5. Targeting negate, not bad. Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving a face-up monster you control, that plus monster. If you have an Odd Eyes card in your other Pendulum zone, you can make that monster gain 1200 attack until the end of the battle phase, even if this card leaves the field. And then the monster effect is when this Pendulum summon card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by attack. You can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of odd eyes cards in your Pendulum zones times 1200. So that might be nerfed to 600 Duel Links, or if it was 2400 originally. We'll have to find out. This is the... We knew Odd Eyes Dissolver was coming because of the skill. This is the Fusion Summon 1 Dragon Fusion monster. Using monsters from your hand or field as material for the Pendulum effect. And the monster effect, if your Pendulum monster battles an opponent's monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, your monster cannot be destroyed by that battle. That's actually kind of cool. You can only use the effect of Perform Repel Odd Eyes Dissolver once per turn. During the main phase, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck. Using this card, you control as fusion material, as well as other monsters you control or cards in your Pendulum zones. We got the Sakitama. We expected this because of the Spirit skill. You get an extra normal summon. Yeah, of a Spirit monster. Snow Hustle Rustle. While you control a card in your spell trap, you can special summon this card from your hand, then destroy as many cards in your spell trap. And if you do, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent for each destroyed card. Or 200 damage to your opponent. Not 2,000. 2,000 would be crazy. Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. Yes, we knew this from the skill. And we got. Alright, let's take a look at the Exosister Xyz. Cannot be destroyed by the activated effects of special summon monsters from the grave. This card Xyz summon using an Exosister monster's material. Neither player can activate card effects in the graveyard this turn. 2 level 4 monsters. 2 level 4 monsters for this one as well. Cannot be destroyed by activated effects of special summon monsters from the grave. Same effect. You can only use the effect if you control this card that was succeeded by a quick effect, you target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, negates effects until the end of the turn. So this one's probably the better one here. But it's going to be interesting. Same effect here. This card Xyz summoned, neither player can special summon monsters from the graveyard for the rest of the turn. Okay. Interesting. So, Exosisters have a lot of graveyard stuff. Magnificent 2 rank 4 Exosister monster. This part is probably crazy. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, banish 1 card your opponent controls. Pretty insane. Non-target banish, by the way. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return 1 Xyz monster attached to this card for your extra deck, then you can special summon that monster from your extra deck using this face-up card. Treat as an Xyz summon. Alright, and then we have all the Exosisters. Okay, if you control this card, that was Xyz summon this turn. Alright, Exosisters are going to be pretty interesting. They got a lot. We got Ancient Gear Link. If this card is linked summon, you can add 1 Ancient Gear monster, 1 Gear Town for your deck to your hand. We also have Ancient Gear. I see Ancient Gear Fusion there as well. Pretty huge. Beyond the Pendulum, we did need something like this. 2 effect monsters, including a Pendulum monster. This card is linked summon to the extra monster zone. You can pay 1,200 life points, add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, but for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate monster effects. Also, the effects of your Pendulum zones are negated until you Pendulum summon. If 2 or more different monsters with different original levels are Pendulum summoned at the same time to the zones this card points to, you can target 2 cards on the field and destroy them. Okay, that's pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm glad they finally got that. The Sulfa Chord link. Alright, they got some Sulfa Chord support. Once per turn, when you opponent activate effect, you can special summon 1 Sulfa Chord card with an odd scale. Alright, I'm down, I'm down. We got the Sky Striker, kinda. Sky Striker, yes, we did get the Sky Striker Ace support. You can only special summon Sky Striker Ace Zeke once per turn. This card's link summon, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, banish it until your opponent's next end phase. Target 1 other card you control, this card gains 1,000 attack, and send the selected target to the grave. Ancient Gear Advance, this is another Ancient Gear card. Add an Ancient Gear spell trap from your deck to hand, except Ancient Gear Advance. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster, draw a card, and apply this effect. You can normal summon Ancient Gear Golem or level 5 or higher monsters without tributing. Oh my goodness, you cannot. Yeah, that card's kind of broken. Ancient Gear Fusion, of course. Fusion summon 1 Ancient Gear Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If you use Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Pound, you can control as fusion material. You can also use monsters from your deck as material. Exosister Armament. Pay 800 life points, target 1 Exosister monster you control, especially 1 Exosister Xyz monster from your extra deck with different names. Alright, your Exosisters are looking insane. Alright, and this is a mini box. Hopefully this deck is really good. Neither player can target Exosister monster you control with effects that were special summon from the grave. You can only use the effect of the following. If you Xyz summon Exosister monster, you can declare 1 card name, negate the activated effects of the field of cards with the original name until the end of this turn. When an attack is declared involving your Exosister monster, you can target 1 spell trap your opponent controls to destroy it. I don't know about that one, but During the main phase, pay inner life points, add an Exosister card for your deck to your hand, except Exosister packs. Then if you add a monster by this effect, you can special summon it. Oh my goodness, alright. Special summon it to the other Exosister. You can special summon it if the other Exosister monster mentioned on it is on your field or in the graveyard. Another Self-Accord card. This is a quick play spell. Alright, I'm down. We already know about Ancient Gear Duel from the leak skill, Exosister Trap. If all monsters you control are Exosister monsters, pay inner life points, target one card your opponent controls or in the grave, banish it. Then you can apply one of the following effects. See summon one Exosister monster using monsters you control. If you exceed summon this turn, banish one card your opponent controls. Okay, I think Exosister is going to be kind of broken. We have a Self-Accord counter trap as well. Another Exosister. Pay inner life points, choose one Exosister monster for your deck, then take one other Exosister monster for your deck that, as I mentioned, special summon both. Summon an extra at the end phase. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters for the extra deck, except Exosister monsters. While you have Self cards in your Pendulum zone, while your opponent activates Spell Trap or Monster Effect, shuffle one other face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck, apply one of the effects. Pendulum monsters you control are unaffected by that effect. Alright, pretty good. And then we have Switch Point. If your opponent controls 3 or more monsters, choose one of them and make your opponent send all other monsters they control to the grave. That actually seems kind of nice. It basically means that they this card actually seems kind of crazy. They basically, if they have 3 or 4 monsters, they only have 1. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Because it's like non-target removal as well, right? Alright, this card actually can be broken. We'll have to wait and see, Let's see what the Millennium Golem Pod. Alright, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.